If you're not familiar, when did social media come out? 2008? 2000? Well, before 2008, we had MySpace. 2008, 9-ish or so. I think some people signed up to Facebook around 2007, but it was around that time, 2008, 9 or so. Facebook became prominent. Then we had, Twitter and the Instagram and all the other stuff that came out around that. Now we've got TikToks and Snapchats, all this stuff. And it is engineered to have you addicted to it. Guys aren't as susceptible as women are. Guys are more addicted to things like dopamine hits from video games and consoles and their mobile devices with games and shit like that. Women are more addicted to the dopamine hits that they get from approval and validation of other people. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. We've been operating as, I'm going to call it humanoids, but basically our ancestors separated from primates around 6 to 7 million years ago. Okay, that's when the human lineage began and split from the primates, chimpanzees, gorillas, and all that kind of shit. First modern humans, Homo sapiens, were 200,000 years ago. Stone tool technology was 2.6 million years ago. Sorry, I'm jumping around here. 12,000 years ago, they say somewhere between 12 and 10,000 years ago, agriculture kicked in, and we started, abandoning the hunting, gathering lifestyle for more of a fixed, permanent position. We started growing shit, and we had oxen and deer, and we farmed land and stuff like that. But prior to that, we were mostly nomadic hunter-gatherers. And the interesting thing about that, and by the way, primates go back 55 million years. We're not just talking like the 6 to 7 million years ago that we separated from the primate lineage. Primates go back 55 million years. So this is a sequence of genomes that have been going on for tens of millions of years. Okay, social media has only been around for 12 years. So if you think that we've evolved in the last 12 years to adapt to be able to deal with the technology that's hardwired into social media, into these, I say little handheld devices, but these damn things keep getting bigger and bigger. But, handheld devices, we've not even come close, okay, to being able to know how to adapt and how to deal with that. I read a book 4 or 5 years ago. Nir Eyal was the author. The book's called Hooked. I'd recommend reading it. If you go to the pinned top comment of any of my videos, I got a recommended reading list. I spend a lot of time listening to books when I'm going about my day, when I'm not doing shit around the house. And this is a great one. And it explains how they engineer addictive traits into all technologies, from video games. This book goes as far back to talk about more like some of the more groundbreaking ones, like what was that one, World of Warcraft, and it's fully engineered into everything to social media. You get the bongs, the bells, the dings, the alerts, the hearts, the hey, somebody liked your picture, somebody commented on your picture, blah 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 blah. You get a DM. People get dopamine hits from this. They say that the dopamine hits are as similar as cocaine, dopamine hits. I'm not sure that they're that strong, but it's obviously pretty significant, because when you look around at people, it doesn't matter where you are, walking down the street, at the bus stop, at the gym, they're just sitting here with their head down. People in about 50 years are going to have bent necks like this, right? Because we're spending so much time staring at a freaking handheld device. It's not good. There's a few shows that have been out lately. I didn't get a chance to watch the interview that Joe Rogan did with, I can't remember, what was his name? Tristan Harris, but The Social Dilemma is on Netflix. Go watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix and spend some time paying attention to Evo Psych. There's a very good book I finished the last couple months. I think it's called The Evolution of Desire. That's also pinned in the Amazon bookstore that I always mention to you guys. Check those out. So the thing that you got to understand is, for women to have survived for as long as they have with their offspring, they needed to have the approval of the others in the nomadic hunter-gatherer tribes, which, by the way, operated that way for a very long period of time. We're talking 55 million years, okay? And then we go back 10, 12 million years, we moved to agriculture, moving from nomadic hunter-gatherers to agriculture, to slowly, trying to shift over to a completely different lifestyle. And then here we are 12 years now. We've had these handheld digital devices that give you wicked dopamine hits that people, and more specifically women, have been looking for tens of millions of years. And they needed the approval of the tribe. They needed the approval of the others in the tribe, because their survival depended on it. You could throw a guy out, as long as he had his weapons, he'd probably find ways to, hunt, gather, find food. He'll set up a new tribe, right? But women, the weaker sex, did not have that privilege. So they relied on the approval of the others, okay, in the nomadic hunter-gatherer tribes. And by the way, they weren't, the world population of whatever it is, 8 billion people now. It was a population of probably 50 or less, 25, 50. It was usually no more than 75 based on the information that I've collected. So very, very small groups. But the difference today, though, is women don't know the difference between that small group of 50 that they needed the approval of for survival to the 8 billion people in the world. Any woman can go and download an Instagram or a TikTok or a Snapchat app or whatever and have a public profile. And when they post a provocative, sexy picture, they will get instant gratification. They will get the approval of others because their hindbrain has been programmed to seek the approval of others, of the nomadic hunter-gatherer tribes, but only on a larger scale. And they're drunk on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way that things are. So when you understand why they have this addiction and why they behave that way and why they go seeking the hits, and they don't even understand that they're doing this. I mean, you can have the greatest chick in the world, you think in your life, all of them are going to have some addiction to social. If they have a phone, they're going to have some addiction to social media. It's a fact of life. You're not going to get around it. Okay. So how do you deal with that? How do you break that? Well, it's going to take a little bit of work. I'll be honest with you, because as I speak right now, social media companies are hiring people that they call attention engineers. Okay. What they do is they find better ways to keep your attention on the handheld devices. They do it. I mean, men respond to things differently from women. Women are very, very simple. I mean, if you've paid any attention, you've been around enough women, you've probably noticed that if they have a social media account, they post something and they don't get enough validation or attention on it, it'll get deleted, it'll disappear, and they'll find a more provocative way. And it's very easy for them. Like, they've figured out these angles, different ways to, get that, make it work a little higher, or get a little more booby, a little more down back over here, gets a bum curve. Oh, I got my guest here in the waiting area. I'll be right with you, bro. Stand by. Give me like 2 more minutes. So how do you break it? It's very, very simple. If she's in your frame and she defers to you and she respects you and she has genuine burning desire for you, this is very important though, because there's always going to be an opportunity to have the talk, right? Guys aren't supposed to have the talk. Weak men have the talk. They'll be like, where do we stand? We've been dating for a while and I really like you and I hope we could be something together, boyfriend, girlfriend. Guys don't have the talk. Don't do the talk. Let her bring the talk to you. Let her come at you and be like, we've been dating for a while and I don't want to, and I want to be with you. Okay, fine. Let her bring the talk to you. It's very, very important that you let her bring the talk to you, because when it comes to this, when you're going to break this habit, when she's looking for something more long-term, more intimate, on a more personal basis, and you're going to invite her into your inner life, this is something that you're going to have to break. And it's as simple as this. Girlfriends that have boyfriends don't post provocative pictures of themselves on social media. The difference between men and women, the male sexual strategy is unlimited access to unlimited women. Okay, it's as simple as that. We want to scatter our seed. That's what we're here to do. That's what we do. Women, on the other hand, want the best that they can get. Picture a soccer pitch or a hockey arena, whatever it is that you want to use. Okay, you're in the arena, you're playing the game. For the guy playing the game, he's spinning plates, he's smashing, he's dating a bunch of chicks. Maybe he's spinning plates and let the cream rise to the top, whatever strategy it is that he wants to use. The female sexual strategy is open hypergamy. She's looking for the best that she can get. So if she's still posting sexy, provocative pictures to the world on social media apps, and she's come to you, had the talk, and she sees you as the best that she can do, it's very simple. Girlfriends with boyfriends don't post sexy, provocative pictures on social media. She'll abandon it if she's in your frame and all those things are in place. If not, tell her to get lost. I've told women, look, insert whatever it is that I'm stating to them. If you don't like it, the front door's over there, fuck off. Take your shit, get out of here, and fuck off, okay? If she's in your frame, she will yield. If she doesn't see you as the best that she can do, what is she going to do? She's going to protest. She's going to call you controlling, blah, 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 okay? You have to learn how to break it, and it's not that hard, but it's only not that hard if she respects you and she's in your frame.